What's up guys? I'm pretty excited this evening because I've managed to pick up some new parts for my bike. So I said the other day that it had been pushed over on either side last year, and I've been looking for ages to get replacement panels for the sides. Some breakers sell them, but you're looking at like 30-40 quid each, and normally they're also damaged. You can buy them new from some places as well, but you're looking at like £70 each maybe. So I kind of ruled it out until I saw a Kawasaki dealer on eBay selling off some old stock super cheap, and I managed to get each side for 29 quid each. I'm going to fit those tonight, and then I'm also going to fit some crash bungs to protect them if it gets tipped again or if it gets knocked over. And for those I got the genuine Kawasaki ones as well, because I think they look alright. I quite like the style of them. They're not your kind of normal round ones, they're more like blocks, but they kind of suit the shape of the bike. They've got a little bit of branding on them, which I think looks quite neat. And also, I remember reading that with the ER6N, the first generation, there were problems with the frame cracking, and a few of them were recalled. And Kawasaki said that it was from people using crash bungs that fit in a certain way. So these are the manufacturer's own crash bungs, so there shouldn't be any problems with, you know, that kind of thing. The only thing that I didn't manage to pick up is the decals for the shrouds. The cheapest I could find them for the original proper ones was like 30 quid a piece. So I haven't got those. I might just leave it without them because it'll probably look pretty good. You can get cheaper versions on eBay, maybe like £10 each, but they're pretty bad. They're vinyl cut from, you know, a third party, and just looking at the quality of some of them, the shape of the letters isn't even right. So that's my job tonight. I've got a couple of hours before it goes dark, so I'm hoping to get it all done, but it does mean changing all the gubbins inside the fairings, and that might take a little bit longer than anticipated. So fingers crossed I get through it, but if not, I can always come back to it another day. That was relatively simple to fit. I think it's gone on okay, but this isn't right here for some reason. There's a fault up here, and that spacer is way too small. So I don't know if that's something I've done wrong, or I don't know. Maybe I can pad it out with a few washers. I'll see if I've got anything that'll fit. But I'll stick the other side on first before I get around to it. And by the way, just look how bad this shroud is now. I've had to use electrical tape to hold it together. It's actually snapped at the bottom. It's pretty much dark now, so I think I'm gonna have to know when I'm beat and leave it till tomorrow. I've got both the mushrooms on, but I've got to swap all the fittings over on the fairings, swap the indicators over, so I can do that inside tonight and then finish the rest tomorrow. Guys, so I'm up nice and early today because we're actually busy for the whole day, but I just wanted to get this done, get it finished. So I swapped all the innards of the shrouds. The bracket here got bent on both sides, the little metal bracket that hooks into the radiator when it got pushed over, so I had to spend a little bit of time teasing those back into place. And I think some of the brackets on the bike are a little bit bent as well, some of the mountings, so I'll try and line them up the best I can. The problem with fairings is if the kind of brackets are bent and you tighten it up onto those, you're probably going to crack the plastic if you're making the fairing shift into a position that it's not meant to. So it's worth making sure that everything sits flush before you start tightening it up. Thinking that the radiator mount here on this side might be a bit of a problem because you can see it's bent out a little bit, so I might just try and tease that back into place. with an adjustable wrench. The aluminium doesn't bend so well. It's quite brittle, so I'm just going to be gentle with this. So I was just checking whether I still had full lock, because when it first happened the shrouds were bent in a little bit and it was affecting, well, the forks were catching on the fairings at full lock, especially on the left. It still touches on one side by a tiny amount, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I think it looks way better, and obviously it's not taped up, which is good. And the crash bungs as well, they look decent actually, they're not too bad. That's it from me today. I've got a few more jobs to do on the bike, like an oil change, air filter, spark plugs, but they'll have to wait till next weekend I think. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, especially with regards to the decals. It looks kind of plain without them, but 60 quid can't be worth it just for a couple of stickers that say ER6N. So let me know what you think, and if you're new here and you want to see more videos like this, then click subscribe.